campaign is already yielding results. Overnight, the Treasury has announced plans to assure access to cash facilities, guaranteeing cash will go on. More than 300,000 people, and that's you, you've signed our petition to save pound sterling coins and banknotes from extinction and then slow the move to a cashless society.
Yeah, it was a fantastic day yesterday as GB News presenters delivered the petition in person to the Treasury at number 11 Downing Street, and within a matter of hours they said they will require people and businesses to be no more than 3 miles away from a cash withdrawal or deposit centre, and they will even give the Financial Conduct Authority powers to fine banks who fail to comply.
And there they were outside number 11 delivering your petition.
Yeah, and I was saying yesterday, a lot of people will be very thrilled by the prospect of Nigel Farage hammering on the door at Downing Street. Others might be quite chilled by the prospect. But it was a great moment, Anne, a real prospect of seeing people power in progress, holding power to account, and literally overnight the government have reacted. A fantastic result for GB News and mainly for you, the viewers who signed that petition. So thank you.
Let's talk to Dr. Roger Gewolb, who's a former advisor to the Treasury as well as to the Bank of England. He joins us now for a reaction. It's a very good morning to you. This is quite something. I mean, I imagine the Treasury say, well, we were thinking about this anyway. But we at GB News feel that, well, we certainly prompted a lot of the action that suddenly happened overnight. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think it's fantastic. I want to get the same group of Nigel and Bev and Liam and Patrick and Dubes to come with me to the Bank of England and get them to stop raising and even lower interest rates. Because again, like killing cash, it's a very, very stupid idea. So, well done to GB News and the giant piggy bank. We'll need to think of something similar to bring to the Bank of England. But I think that this should be done for, try to right all of the various idiotic things that this government has done or failed to do. It's just such a great movement to see the 5 of them there and get your 300,000 signatures. It's brilliant. We need more of this to start putting things right.
Yeah, Roger, it's been excellent. Of course, here's a petition that was ostensibly set up to help protect small businesses that trade in cash, the elderly who prefer cash and oftentimes who are left behind by technological advances, smartphones, having to download apps to park their cars. All of these things become barriers and they impact upon the elderly and the disabled and the most infirm. But do you think it's fair to say that the big banks would like to phase out cash? It's dirty, it's expensive, it has to be handled. Is the direction of travel towards cashless? And with that in mind, how important is this victory by GB News?
I think that the direction of travel is certainly towards cashless, and that is a good thing. Really, digital transactions have gone up from 45% to 85% in the recent past. So, people are certainly using cash less, but that doesn't mean you have to get rid of it because, as you say, the elderly, people with disabilities, people in rural areas, all sorts of people, traders that need to carry large amounts of cash at the end of the day to the bank, people who want to, as one person pointed out, slip a tenner in a birthday card for somebody. We still need cash. So I think that what GB News has done here is really fantastic. And the fact that the Treasury and the government have actually listened and done something about it is wonderful. And as I say, we need to, and you need to do more of this. And the next thing I want to do is get those 5 to come with me to the Bank of England and tell that Bailey-ocerus, that thick-skinned gentleman, Mr. Bailey there, nobody seems to get through to him. Let's see if we can't all get through to him, because interest rates have killed the economy and have literally destroyed the lives of millions of Britons without doing anything to reduce inflation. Rishi is jumping up and down yesterday. Hey, we're beating inflation. No, you're not. Real inflation, core inflation, is unchanged at 6.9%.
See, what I find interesting as well about this is that this isn't GB News sitting down and planning and plotting something. This is people power in its most basic sense, isn't it? It's literally just about people getting together and signing a petition. Yes, we've enabled that, but that's it. And then you look as well at those pictures of the team outside number 11, and you look at the difference that Nigel Farage has made himself just in complaining about the debanking scandal, and that's probably going to grow and grow. It just makes you wonder whether anyone inside number 11 or inside the Bank of England actually have a clue as to what ordinary people think.
No, I don't think they do. I think they've proven that over many years, especially recent years. And it's a shame, Anne, because you would think that for two people, the Prime Minister and the Chancellor, who themselves may very well likely be evicted in the next 18 months, from number 10 and 11, they'd be sympathetic with people with mortgages who are going to lose their homes, but it just doesn't register.
So, Roger, finally, how important a victory do you think this is for the everyman, the everywoman, the small person who will not sit down and be silent? They've stood up and roared, "Don't kill cash."
Absolutely, tremendously. It's actually the first time over the last few years we have seen a tremendous oppression of the British public, the highest taxation, all kinds of ridiculous, stupid things done or not done, 5 pledges that haven't been made, a dismal record, a record by the opposition where they haven't even stood up and said they'd do something different. I mean, our leadership is very, very disappointing. So for the people to stand up, led by GB News, led by Nigel and Liam Halligan and the rest of them, standing up and saying, hey, you cannot kill cash. I mean, this is just one aspect of our lives in society that you guys are not going to crush. We're not having it. And for the government to respond because they know that the consequences would not be good, I think is just an extraordinary victory and a tremendous vindication of GB News and its growing position in the British media and British society.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for saying it. Yes, good to speak to you.
Bringing a tear to this jaded eye.
Yeah.
Dr. Roger Gewolb, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Tremendous. Thank you.